is empty now, the pain builds up inside. I tried so many times to imagine that you're here. Pretend you're coming back, pretend that you're still near, but it's no use now, you've moved on. But just remember this, you got a piece of my heart. So please remember me, my love. Don't ever wash away those tears we both cried. And as we go our separate ways, I remember you each day. And maybe one day you'll return with my broken heart. Another lonely day, another sleepless night. I wonder what you're feeling and who's now by your side. I wish I could have changed the way the story goes, rewrite my life with you, and whisper one more time, amore mio, ti amo. 'Cause it's not easy to move on while I'm still so lost in you. You've got a piece of my heart, so please remember me, my love. Don't ever wash away those tears we both cried. And as we go our separate ways, I'll remember you each day. And maybe one day you'll return with my broken heart. This heart of mine belongs to you. You're so deep inside my soul. When two hearts beat as one, don't ever let go. Baby, just remember this. So my heart. Remember my love. We both cried. And a separate each day. I remember each day. One day you return with my hands someday. So please remember me, my love. Never wash away those tears we both cried. So never wash away those tears each day of my life. One day you'll return, you stay in my life. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
Hello everyone, Giada Valenti here in Las Vegas, 2 p.m. today, another beautiful days, and I'm so happy that you guys are all here with me. Sign language, of course. I've learned a lot of little things thanks to Diane Fiorentino, and these are some little things. And every day I try to teach you also something. 2 p.m. in Las Vegas, sunny shining, a little bit chilly actually for the time of the year. Remember a few days ago we have a temperature of under than 1 Fahrenheit. Well, it went lower now. We are in the 80s, which is in Fahrenheit 80s is low for Las Vegas. Would have been like, I don't know, like in Celsius for you guys in Europe, a temperature around 25 degrees, which is cold for Vegas, comparing to the 40 and 39, 40s that we normally have. 5 p.m. for you guys in New York City. I hope you're having good weather over there. I think I do, because I just heard on my phone a message from Randolph Duke, the famous designer, with Sandra. They called me from Rhode Island. I missed their phone call. I will call them later. And they were lying on the beach in Rhode Island. So I guess it's good weather. They had their feet on the sand. So Randolph and Sandra, if you're listening, I'm happy that you're having good weather. Buonasera, quasi buonanotte for you guys in Italia, because in Italy and in Europe is 23 at night, 11 p.m., time to go to sleep. So I want to say good night to my mamma e papà se ci stanno guardando. 22 p.m. for you guys in Ireland and Ireland and Ireland and England. And good morning, buongiorno to all the people that always watch you from Australia. I see always a few of that. Yes, I see there, Joyce from Australia too. I can read your message, by the way, on my big screen TV. So I see we have also today a lot of people, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch, and of course, also Facebook today. We decided to include Facebook because so far as of now, unless we use music, they are not complaining about the music. So I said, since I have a lot of you watching only from Facebook, I said, let me appear another time here on Facebook to remind you all that starting last week, when we are singing, and we are broadcasting only from YouTube. So I'm trying to have you all move to YouTube. This is the sign language for YouTube, and I would love to see you all of you on YouTube. So please, that's the YouTube subscribe button. Otherwise, you go to youtube.com/Giada Valenti. On the bottom of the video, where we are also live now, you see subscribe. Please subscribe. It's easy. If you don't have an account in Easy, you put your name and your email address, and you're going to have a free YouTube account. And then there is a bell. Make sure that it's dark. So every time I go live or I post anything on my YouTube channel from now on, because I'm going to cut down a little bit more and more and more on Facebook, you will be able to see me on YouTube. So if you want to stay in contact with me and keep continuing being my circle of love, please make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and of course like my Facebook page and Twitch and Periscope. Wherever you see me, just try to connect with me. I see a lot of you appearing from YouTube, and Kenny Lupo is on Facebook. Kenny, I just said that if you want to stay in contact with me, today is an exception that I'm on Facebook. I'm going live every day on YouTube, so make sure you follow me also there. Today is 82 days together. 82 days. 82 days together. Wow, it's a lot, right? This coronavirus has brought us together more than ever. And I want to thank each and every one of you that has been part of my circle of love for so long. And thank you also for all the shares that you have done of the post and the video. Please continue to do so we can enlarge this circle of love. And I think now more than ever, we need to have a circle of love with people that are positive, people that are good-spirited like us, and that love to stay in contact with one another. I love the fact that all of you have become friends during these 82 days. I see a lot of you during the live, the Giada live, communicating also with each other. I know a lot of you became friends, social distance friends, because somebody can be in Australia and another friend is in Liverpool, like Richard. He became a good friend of mine, but is in Liverpool. And so Antonio Argentieri is in Ireland, and many people are in Vegas. Now, guys, we have friends all over the world. If you have here today for the first time, I see some people I haven't seen in a long time, like Kenny Lupo, and you have missed all my 82 days of fun and interview and music and singing. You can always watch back all these episodes. They're going on Giada.live, or if you go on YouTube, youtube.com/Giada Valenti, you can also catch all the episodes there. They are all there forever for your enjoyment. Today is June 8th, Monday, the beginning of another wonderful week. I wonder if it's 82 days, how many weeks have I been with you? Can somebody make this calculation? 82 days, how many weeks have we been together? So today is the beginning of week number. I'm sure some of you will answer my question, and JJ will keep an eye to see if somebody of you is good with the calculation. 82 days, how many weeks? Up to you the answer. I'm waiting here. I'm waiting here in Las Vegas. By the way, I am in Las Vegas. You see Las Vegas on my background, but of course I was born and raised in Venice, Italy. So Italy, sign language Italy, and I was born in Venice. This is sign language for gondola, because the gondolas, they go on the streets of water. My beautiful city. And I am a singer. This is sign language, American sign language for a singer. I know many of you have been learning sign language with me. We learned the sign of I love you and so many I love you. And we learned that we are friends and family. We have learned that we are all connected. This is the sign for connected. Some very easy signs. And today I have learned something that I really love, thanks to Diane Fiorentino. I learned that I am blessed. I am blessed because I am really blessed, because you guys have been amazing with me, and you have been amazing also with your donations, your support. There is a tip jar, there is so many ways to support me during this quarantine and no work whatsoever, and you guys have been amazing. Today I wanna actually thank Sal and Diane Fiorentino here in Las Vegas, and also Jenny Lee Dolan. She's in Chicago. I never met her, and today also she did a very nice donation. So I am blessed with all of you in my life. And of course I want to thank all of you that have done donation in this 82 days together, which I'm wondering how many weeks have been. And I want to also thank Giada Valenti. We are not related. He's the father of little Giada, that every time little Giada makes one of my recipe, he sends me donations with a nice note, like for this, for that, or for the other. So thank you, Jimmy, to you too. And Jimmy is in California, so hopefully I'm going to meet it. And actually, I hope I'm going to meet you all one day. Why not? Let's dream big dreams, right? We are all big dreamers. If you've been part of my 82 days together, you know that I am a big dreamer. And I believe that nothing is impossible, because the world impossible as the world I am possible. So let's put in our book of dreams that one day we're going to be all together. Maybe at one of my concerts. Why not?
In the meantime, several people gave the answer how many weeks.
So how many weeks, JJ?
Almost 12 weeks.
Almost 12 weeks. Yeah, because
11 weeks and 5 days.
11 weeks and 5 days. 11 weeks and 5 days together. So keep the count, because every day I want to see if you are attentive. I'm going to ask you. So tomorrow is going to be 11 days and 6 days. 11 weeks and 6 days, and so forth. Wow. So when is going to be 12 weeks, I wonder? In 2 days? I started on a Thursday, if I remember well. Did I? Did I start on a Thursday or on a Friday? On a Tuesday? Tuesday?
I think so.
I will check which day of the week I started. But anyway.
March 18.
March 18, that I know. So is the calculation good? These 82 days? I start March 18 every day. Is the calculation still standing, 82 days? Or did we mess up with days? I started March 18. Somebody of you are very good, because you know some months have 30 days, some 31 days. Up to you. March 18 to today. How many days have we been together? 11 weeks and 5 days. I already know that. So let me know when we will be celebrating 12 weeks, which is going to make 3 months, by the way, I think. I'm very bad with numbers. Today, though, I know it's June 8th. And we always start every and each episode, thanks to Doug Artline, who is our dear friend in Sacramento. We always start with the birthdays and events of the day, and we keep that tradition. Today is June 8th, and today in 1787, Tararé, an opera by Italian composer Antonio Salieri, premieres at the Theatres de la Porte Saint-Martin in Paris. I made some research. Apparently, it was very popular by the time. I think it got lost because I've never seen that opera again, but this was 1787, by the way. So, and today in 1824, Noah Cushins of Quebec, Canada. I know we always have a lot of Canadian people. So today, you guys in Canada, Noah Cushins of Quebec, Canada, filed the first patent ever in Canada for a washing machine. That's the first Canadian washing machine. Wow, it looks kind of interesting, but I'm happy he did it because I really do love my washing machine. And today, in 1872, USA Congress endorses the penny postcard. Doug is saying, do you remember when these were popular to send? I don't remember that, Doug. But of course, I moved to the United States only 13 years ago, 1-3. So probably this was far before my time in the United States. So, guys, do you remember those penny postcards? If you do so, please let us know. And today, in 1917, Walt Disney graduates from the Burton Grammar School in Kansas City. That's a young Walt Disney. He never finished high school, Doug is saying, and he joined the Red Cross and went to Europe towards the end of World War I. And the rest we know. Then he became our beloved Walt Disney, thank God, and he made all the things that we love so much. Today, in 1942, Bing Crosby, one of our favorites, records Silent Night. Well, Silent Night is one of my, that's the records. Silent Night is, of course, one of my favorite Christmas songs, Doug. And I always love to sing Silent Night. It's very special during my Love Under the Christmas Tree. And Doug has found out something that I actually knew it because I always tell when I sing the song, that who wrote the song was a mystery for a very long time. It was published as a Tyrolean carol, yet nobody knew where the song was coming from. Because of the original manuscript had been lost for many, many years, people assumed that the melody was composed by a famous composer. It was so beautiful, they thought it was either written by Mozart or Beethoven. None of it. An investigation started actually in the 1800s. A few years later, the song became very popular, and they found out that the song was composed by a young priest, Joseph Moore, as a poem inspired by a painting of baby Jesus he had in church. And a few years later, the music was penned by Franz Gruber, who was a music teacher. They said the story goes that Moore had this beautiful poem, and he asked Mr. Gruber to write some music, to pen some music on guitar, because the organ that they had on the church got ruined by the flooding. It was a horrible winter in Austria, and it was performed for the first time. That's why Mr. Moore wanted to have it on Christmas Eve in 1818. How spectacular must have that been? And it happened on a church in Obendorf, a village of Salzach, a river in present Austria. Well, magically, we all know the song went all over the world. It's been translated in 300 languages. And actually, we all know now that the song was. We found even a manuscript. The manuscript actually the proof that Moore wrote the lyrics was found only in 1995 in the house of somebody in Austria. That they had it there hanging on the wall as a decoration, and then they saw something similar in a documentary that apparently was very important. They said, we have something similar in our house, and was the certification that he was the writer of Silent Night. By the way, Doug is saying now the church where the song was performed for the first time had to be turned down in 1906 because of the flood damages through the years. It wasn't until 1937 that the chapels the original chapel was rebuilt in memory of what had taken place there in 1818, where Silent Night was performed for the first time. And Doug is saying that Franz Gruber's grandson was there for the opening of the ceremony. I have also a picture that JJ will show you here, because Doug has visited that church, and we can see the chapel of Silent Night is on the back, and he has a beautiful picture of Doug together with lovely Susie wearing a red hat, and the one in the middle is Angela Cartwright, who played Brigitta in the movie The Sound of Music. How lovely is that? Thank you so much, Doug, for sharing these pictures and everything. And by the way, Doug is also saying that if you would like to know more about the Silent Night story, there is a beautiful documentary on Amazon entitled The First Silent Night, and I will make sure that I will watch it. Today in history, 2014, six-time Tony Award winner Audra McDonald, one of our favorite, wins a Tony Award for portrayal of Billie Holiday in Lady Day of Emerson's Bay and Grill. He's asking me if I have a favorite Billie Holiday. Sounds too many to mention, but one of your favorite, Very Thought of You, is also one of mine. So beautiful song. And birthday of the day. Guys, are you ready for the birthday of the day? Today, we always start from very, very far back. 1625. Giovanni Domenico Cassini, Italian mathematician and astronomer who discovered 4 of Saturn's moons, was born in Perinaldo, Republic of Genova. I made some research, Doug, because you know me, I'm always curious. On Monday, October 7, 2019, the International Astronomical Union of Mirrored Planet Center announced that they had discovered 20 more moons orbiting around Saturn, bringing the planet of a total number of 82. That surpasses Jupiter, who only has 79, and makes Saturn the planet with the most known moons in our solar system, making Saturn the Moon King. JJ, did you show the Moon King picture? I didn't know there was such a Moon King. So there we go. Jupiter 79, Saturn 82, and Uranus only 26 moons. Wow. We only have one, but still I think planet Earth is one of the most beautiful ones. Why? Because it's our planet. So today in 1805, Luigi Ricci, Italian composer and singer, was born in Naples, Italy, Napoli. He began singing as a child and actually performed several of Verdi's operas under his supervision. He became the assistant conductor at the Rome Opera House and worked with Puccini. Luigi Ricci. Happy birthday to him. And today in 1867, of course, back up there in heaven, because it was 1805, 1867, Frank Lloyd Wright, recognized the greatest American architect of all time, was born in Richland Center, Wisconsin. And of course, is a famous, it's considered one of the most famous and iconic architect. And he has built some iconic houses. JJ has some pictures. He has quite different, spectacular actually. And I read that he always was, what is interesting about architecture of him, he was always trying to incorporate the structure of the house into the nature. So if there were mountains and trees, the house was built all in between the trees. So he was very respectful also of the place where the house were built. So, and today in 1916, Francis Crick, biologist who won the Nobel Prize DNA, was born in Northampton, England. Look at him. This is what we made of. Giada and her friend's DNA represent, Doug is saying, a double helix of love. So we are not a circle of love. Doug is saying we are made of a double helix of love. So more than a circle, we are a double egg. Giada and the double helix of love. This is what we are. How great it is. Thank you, Doug. I made it because I thought it was very nice. That's the DNA. That's the sign for I love you guys. And we are the helix of love. So today in 1918, Robert Preston, American actor in films like The Music Man and Marne, is born in Newton, Massachusetts today. Remember the song 76 Trombones from The Music Man with Shirley Jones? Actually, I don't. But I'm sure many of you will. Doug had also attached a picture with Shirley Jones, but I will show you tomorrow because I couldn't upload the picture. But anyway, I don't remember the song, but you know me. After this, I'm going to be Google it. Today, in 1936, actor and singer James Darren is born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and turns today 84 years young. While I used to love watching every movie, TV show, Doug is saying, I hear him singing, and I think his voice has only improved with age. It's true, and he's been married for 60 years to Evelyn Northland. And I can add that really, the man can sing. I saw him here in Las Vegas. There's a picture I took with James Darren last year. He did a show here at the South Point Casino. spot on singing. His stories are phenomenal. He's funny, and when I met him backstage, he's a very gracious gentleman. So happy birthday to you, James Darren. James, I'm trying to see if I can have him as my guest one of these days. He's an amazing gentleman. And today in 1940, we're getting close to recent year, Nancy Sinatra, American singer and daughter of Frank Sinatra, was born in Jersey City, New Jersey. We all know her, of course, for "The Boots Are Made for Walking. That's just what I do." I love that picture. JJ, can you show it again with Frank Sinatra? That's a little Nancy Sinatra, probably in 1944, 45, because she looks so cute and small. Look at that. And of course, "Something Stupid" is another song we love, another beautiful duet. And in 1933 today, I had the last two myself, Doug, because I happened to know them personally. Joan Alexandra Molinsky, we all know her as Joan Rivers, comedian, actress, and writer and producer and television host, was born in Brooklyn, New York. I got to meet Joan Rivers in one of my adventures. One of my first, when I arrived 13 years ago to New York City, I was, of course, bringing my career somewhere, but in the meantime, I needed to make also some money while I was not performing yet, and I got a job at a law firm, Pavia and Harcourt, which is one of the most prestigious in New York City. I was the assistant of Mr. Pavia, and Joan Rivers was one of our clients. And I remember seeing her coming in and out of the office quite often, and she was a lovely, lovely lady. Actually, one day I made a cup of coffee for her. She complimented me for being beautiful, and she asked me, "Do you have something other that you do beside this job?" I said I was a singer, and she said, "You are a singer and you should go back doing it." And a couple of months later, I left that job actually. So I listened to Joan Rivers. So I loved her. She was very kind and very small actually. I always imagined that she was huge, but she was smaller than me. I'm already small, 5'4". She was even more little than me, and she was very, very, very kind. And today, in 1927, Gerald Isaac Stiller, Jerry Stiller, of course, American comedian, actor, and author who played George Costanza's father on Seinfeld, was born in Brooklyn, New York. It was also, of course, in The King of Queens. And he spent many years as part of the comedy duo Stiller and Mara with his wife Anna Mara, there she is, to whom he was married for over 60 years until her death in 1915. And they are also, of course, the parents of famous actor Ben Stiller, and I was all lucky to meet them all in my life. And today in 1951, Bonnie Tyler, one of my favorite singers, born Gaynor Hopkins, Welsh singer, is born in Skewen, Wales, and turned 68. I always loved her husky voice, and her song "Total Eclipse of the Heart" I think is one of the most beautiful songs. Actually, I started as a rock singer, and Bonnie Tyler was one of my idols. Yeah, you will not believe it. Right now I'm the queen of love songs, but actually Bonnie Tyler was one of my favorites. So thank you, Doug Hardline, for all these birthdays and events. And do people say something funny over there, JJ, that worth saying? They're all good. So we don't have nobody disturbing today. We are getting really a beautiful circle of love. And never forget that I am blessed with all of you, and I'm so thankful that you have been with me for every day for 82 days, I think. Did I make a calculation? Or still 82 days if we start March 18? Of course, it's Giada Valenti here in Las Vegas, as you see on the background. And but I was born and raised in Venice, Italy. This is why I have this very charming, I've been told, funny accent. And I am a singer. A singer. You know what they say to singer most of the time? I mean, if you take singing lessons, I don't know how many of you are into singing lessons, but teachers, they always tell singers, don't talk too much. It's not good for your voice. I've been talking for 82 days. So thank God my vocal teachers are none of them on social media, or I will be put on arrest, probably. They're going to say from tomorrow on you don't talk. But you know, I took classes and lessons to learn to talk actually when I was maybe 20 years old. Suddenly I lost my voice because I was speaking improperly, I've been told. My voice was too low. So they asked me to sing, to talk with a higher pitch in my voice. And actually for 3 months I was not allowed to talk, which made it very funny because at the time I was still going to school, but I was not allowed to say anything, and I did it, and my voice came back. I also want to say and shout out and thank all the people that are appearing on Periscope. I see also somebody new, Mehabat Khan. Ciao, he says. Where are you watching from? I have never seen you. That's a Periscope. So ciao also to you. Please let me know, where are you watching from? I would love to know where you are watching, Mr. Khan. Sounds like India, Turkish or something like that. Some beautiful country I probably would love to come and go and visit when COVID-19 is over. And I see Salma is communicated with Ronnie. Kathy King is also there. Hello, Kathy. How are you? I think you are in Chicago, right? If I remember well. She is a dear friend of my dear friend, an angel now, Vince Levi, which was one of my dearest friends in Chicago, who left this world too soon a couple of years back. But is with us. I always imagine Vince being at all my concerts when there is an empty chair, because that's what Vince always did. So, today, it's Monday. We have to start the week with something positive. So a few things. First, yesterday I went to see The Space. These beautiful locations here in Las Vegas, owned and managed by Mark Chanook. And we are going to be doing a concert there entitled Close to You, together with my dear friends Daniel Emmett for America Got Talent. And the concert is called Close to You. We will be accompanied by Jerry Williams, which is an amazing piano player and the musical director also of Mary and Donny Osmond. So we are in good company, and I'm going to have a few more musicians. So yeah, that's the poster of me and Danny. June 26th, 2 live streaming concert, one at noon and one at 6 p.m. Those are, of course, Las Vegas time. So the first one is 3 p.m. for you guys on the East Coast, and the other one is 9 p.m. for you on the East Coast. And you guys on the rest of the world can make the calculation. I hope you guys will all be attending. Tickets, I think they also announced the ticket price finally. It's $25. So $25. And they're going on sale this afternoon. I really want to see who is going to be the first one to buy the tickets. I think the first to buy the tickets tomorrow should be mentioned. So this afternoon tickets are going for sale. So I all hope you are going to buy it. It's going to be easy on the website of The Space. So I will see if it go on sale this afternoon. I'm going to put for sure the link on my social media. So you're going to find it. For the people new, what is this program about? Taza is asking. Hello, Taza, Michael. I don't know your family name, watching from wherever country you're watching from. This is Giada Valenti. I'm broadcasting from Las Vegas for 82 days. I am a singer, but during this program we talk about positive things. We cook, we sing, we have guests, we have fun. So if you've never been with us, welcome. We call our community the Circle of Love. So welcome, and please let us know where you're watching from, dear Teza. I never heard that name. So, and I see also Oliver, who said, you are beautiful. And so are you for saying that. So thank you. Good news. So yesterday I wanted to finish my story. I went to The Space, to see The Space where we'll be doing this concert. And Mark Chanook, that by the way also does this amazing event every Monday called Monday's Dark, where there is a fundraising for all kind of different benefits they've been doing for years. They do it now, of course, still doing is tonight, by the way, at 8 p.m. If you want to watch, is online. And he gave me this mask that is for sale. And of course, the money that you spend for this mask, I have no idea how much it cost, goes you're helping, I think, the Actors Fund or whatever foundation they are helping. Every week they have a different one. And you see what is written, this one? Yesterday I was wearing it at Trader Joe, and the lady said, I love your mask. Well, the FUC, the FU COVID, well, it doesn't mean, that word. It can also be, I don't know, what can FU standing for? We don't want to say the F, So I would say, I don't know, forget about COVID. That's what it's going to be. Forget about you, COVID. So we want to go further in life. So thank you, Mark, for this mask. That yesterday got already a lot of compliments on the thing. And you can purchase this mask. and you're helping a lot of people buying this mask. And you can find it on the space.com. You can find it, and tonight you can watch at 8 p.m. Las Vegas time, the Monday's Dark, with a lot of guests. Tonight also you can watch Jim Caruso, the Pajama Cast Party. You know, he's been my guest. You loved him. If you haven't seen the episode, you can watch on Giada.live and you can see Jim Caruso episode and then watch him tonight. I'm going to be also his guest. When, JJ?
July 6th.
On July 6th, I'm going to be on the Pajama Cast Party with Jim Caruso, appearing from my living room in my pajama, singing a song for you. So make sure that you are going to catch the show on July 6th. July 6th, a few weeks to go. But anyway, July 6th, I will be at the Pajama Cast Party. So thank you, Jim Caruso. These are what we need to watch tonight. And good things that happen. I always try to find good news. And so if you hear of anything good that happens in your neighborhood, please make sure to let me know. Today I found this one that I want to share with you. That proves that even during COVID-19, good things happen. This is such a beautiful story. There is a woman, apparently, is a nurse in Virginia, and name is Deidre Taylor. She was in 1983 living in Manhattan when she was 4 years old at the time, and she was rescued at a fire in their apartment by firefighters. Apparently the fire was huge, and the whole family was rescued by the firefighters in New York City. After that, the whole family of Deidre Taylor moved to Virginia. She became a nurse. She's a nurse now. That's a picture of the little girl, of the little Deidre, that was saved in 1983. She always wanted to meet the firefighters who had saved her, so she kept that piece of newspaper in her wallet. When COVID-19 started, she's a nurse in Virginia, and there was no many cases of COVID-19. Because she was a specialized nurse, she decided to go back to New York and help at the hospital. She was at the hospital one night, 2 weeks ago, and suddenly the firefighters walked in to thank the doctors and the nurses for their amazing job. She found the courage and the curiosity, and she said, how many firefighters are in New York? So many. But she said, guys, do you happen to know this guy? She knew the name. There was Eugene, and it was from letter 20. So she showed the little newspaper piece, and one of the firefighters said, of course, it's Eugene. It's Gene. We call him Gene. He's 75 years old. He still lives here in New York, and I have his number. So she received a few days later a phone call from Eugene, and he also said that he had never forgot her. He had, for his whole life, for more than 25 years, he had the picture of the little girls he had saved that was in that newspaper, and he was always hoping and dreaming that she was still okay, and wondering what happened to her. So they have not met yet, of course, Eugene and Deidre, because of the COVID-19. She's working in a very dangerous part of the hospital in New York. But they will, and of course, Eugene is 75, so it can be dangerous for him. But they will, as soon as COVID-19 is over. This is a beautiful news of what? So they got reunited. So a hero and this little girl who is now also a hero. She was saved by the hero, and she became a hero herself. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful story. And today, I want to also keep sharing good news. We are in Las Vegas. I was born and raised in Venice, Italy. I am a singer, so we are not performing in Las Vegas, but Vegas has reopened last Thursday. So we are going to be celebrating this coming Thursday, 1 week of reopening of Las Vegas. And I decided that I wanted to share some picture of you of the opening of Las Vegas. As you can see, the only thing that has changed is that people are wearing masks, but nevertheless, people are smiling, are happy. We have cars on the streets again. We have people walking around. Some of them wearing masks, and I wish and I hope everybody will wear one. Of course, I found a nice article here that he said that by the way, Las Vegas was locked down for 78 days. As you can see, everybody is disinfected and clean. There are new rules. And I found here a very interesting list of things that I want to read to you. 7 things that have changed in Las Vegas, for now at least. So are you curious to know these 7 things? And JJ will, in the meantime, also show you a picture. Oh, I see Cecile East also there. Hello, Cecile. It was a beautiful story, right? So here we go. The 7 things that have changed in Vegas. 1, gambling. You find fewer chairs at the blackjack, roulette, and poker tables, and fewer places to stand around the craps table. The new limits per table are 3 players at blackjack, 4 at roulette and poker, and 6 at craps. Now you see, people still smiling, wearing gloves and masks anyway. Second things that has changed in Vegas, hotels check in. You have your temperature checked before you get in line under reopening requirements imposed by the gaming authorities. Hotel use a variety of methods, including countless contactless and infrared thermometers. So it depends on which hotel you go, and you walked in. So I said, this is a positive thing. If you need a doctor and you want to know if you're sick, you go now to Las Vegas. You walk in. If you have a fever, they will set you aside. By the way, many people were wondering what happened if you have a fever. This is what happened. You will be given time to cool down before being tested again. Those with a fever will be evaluated by a medical professional. I told you, you get a free doctor, and may not be able to check in if you really have a fever. You go home and you're like, okay, I got the fever. Free check in Las Vegas. Other things that has changed in Las Vegas, hotel choices. Your favorite hotel may not be open. Caesars and Entertainment and MGM Resort, which operate most of the hotels and casinos and on the strip, which operate most casinos on the strip, each has only a few of its hotel open. So make sure if you come to Las Vegas that you check if your favorite hotel is open. It's the same thing also for restaurants. Many restaurants are still closed. Another thing that has changed in Las Vegas, the buffet. Number 4. The all-you-can-eat extravaganzas, which was one of my favorite things for very little money, a Vegas staple, they say here, has not reopened, and it's unclear when they will be reopening again. We understand, because we don't want our people to get COVID-19 put in food. Who knows? No, people do crazy things at the buffet, so it's a good thing they're not open. Number 5, another thing that has changed in Las Vegas, things to do. So here we go. Hotel pools are open to reduced capacity, so not as before, and only a few attractions, including the high roller observation wheels, the Bellagio fountains, and New York roller coaster have opened. All the rest of the Las Vegas marquee attraction, including its signature shows, me one of them, nightclubs and adult-only pools parties, never been there, but apparently that's also a Vegas thing, have not opened, and like gathering in groups is still prohibited. So you can party, but you can do a few things, but not everything. Number 6 that has changed in Las Vegas, which I think is a good thing, parking fees. Well, hotel parking was an hallmark of Las Vegas until 2016. We could park for free when MGM Park Resort started a trend by adding fee for valet and self-parking. But now the free parking is back. So that's another good thing, the COVID-19. So guys, if you come to Vegas, check it out. But most of the parking spaces are free. 0 of cost. And another thing that has changed in Las Vegas is the self-pitch. Las Vegas, it was famous to say, what happened here stays here. And apparently they have changed the slogan in what happened here only happens here. So if you come to Vegas, behave, because he may go out. He's not staying here anymore. Here, JJ is showing some pictures. Can you see those people? If you want to see happy people, happy, smiling people, you should come to Las Vegas. Everybody is smiling. And look at the waiters with the plexiglass on the things in the front of it. It's kind of funny, right? She's wearing that sexy outfit, and then she's wearing the Martian. Hey, but it's open. And here I found also 4 things coronavirus hasn't changed in Las Vegas, unfortunately. So, one of them, I'm sad to report, are the resort fees. If you've been here, you know that there are some subcharges. So you have to pay some quite high, $45, $50 for a night is a resort fee. You pay for, because Las Vegas asks resort fee. And that has not changed. So if you come here, you book an hotel, the rate of the hotels is lower, but then you still have to pay the resort fee. Another thing that has not changed, and I'm sure this you're happy about, the free drinks and the frivolity around the casino are still there. So the waiters are wearing those funny outfit and mask and plexiglass things, but they still go around offering you free drinks 24/7. That has no change. And another thing that has no change, and I think it's a pity, unfortunately, is that the casino remain one of the few public places where you can still smoke. Well, you will say, how can you smoke with a mask? That's my question. Or with that, because yeah, we are supposed to wear mask. No, listen to this. You can smoke because it's encouraged for us to wear masks, but it's not mandatory. But I would say, if you come to Las Vegas, don't smoke and wear a mask. That would be me. I think they should change the little thing. And another things that has not changed in Las Vegas, the ATM fees. Well, you all know that if you need cash to gamble, Las Vegas Casino ATM still charge you $7.99 or $8.99, and I think it may even rise up to $10 to withdraw your money. So these were some of the fun information. For me, I mean, I always try to see only the positive things. So the only thing I will remember is, if you need a doctor for free, you come to Vegas, you walk into one of the casino. If you have the fever, they will stop you. You know you're sick. And the second thing, you can park for free. So you just park there and then you walk around. Wear your mask, don't smoke and drink. What, JJ?
Salma mentioned that MGM, Park MGM, decided that will be no smoking.
That's awesome. So we can add on the list of things that's changing in Vegas. Salma, of course. Park MGM, one of our casinos in Las Vegas, Salma is saying that they banned the smoking, so you cannot smoke. And so that's awesome news. Thank you for sharing this. This is another good news. So thank you to MGM for making the smoking not allowed anymore. So people will wearing those masks because it's gonna be dangerous actually. And I'm gonna be so happy. So thank you, Salman, for sharing this amazing news. I see Antonio Argentieri there in Ireland. Antonio, in Ireland, can people smoke in bars and hotels and stuff like that? I think the only place where people can smoke still is in Las Vegas, right, JJ? Because in Europe we cannot smoke. In New York you cannot smoke, not even on the streets. Only in Las Vegas, which is probably is the only thing I don't like about Las Vegas. That people can still smoke. But I know I will create enemies because some of you may be heavy smokers. My father was one of them, but I really don't like smoke. So, and cigarettes and anything that smells cigars. So not for me. So hopefully what MGM has done, all the hotels in Vegas will do it. So we can announce soon that no smoking is prohibited. So we had a lot of good news to share. Again, if you have good news that happened in your side of the world, always make sure to let me know. Of course, to let me know, the best way is to do it through my mailing list. You join my mailing list at giadavalenti.com. You get an email back, and that's an email that if you send an email there, I get it directly on my computer, and I will be able to answer. Or you send me a PM on Facebook, but sometimes I have difficulty to read them. Or you write a comment on YouTube under the video. Make sure, by the way, if you are on YouTube, and by the way, go on YouTube because this is an exception that we are live on Facebook. Normally, we only go live on YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. So make sure that you follow me if you like what you're seeing today on YouTube. Sign language for YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe. There is a subscribe, and make sure that the bell is dark so when I post anything new, you will know it. Tell me, JJ.
Sean York is asking where he can buy tickets for your concert.
Sean York is asking where, of course, because Sean York, I love Sean, he's been to all my concerts, and I guess also all the concerts of Daniel Emmett. So you can buy the tickets for the June 26th concert, live streaming concert on the space.com. And then you can see at $25. And also you guys from all over the world, you can all buy it. I asked yesterday when I went to visit the space to Mark Chinook if people can purchase tickets also from Australia, from Europe, and he said yes. There's not going to be extra fee. Of course, the only fee, the price is in dollars, so the exchange rate will be the current of the day. And if you, since you buy your tickets with a credit card, I guess there are going to be some little fee, but it's not going to be anything new. Tell me, JJ.
They're probably, they can buy them tomorrow.
Oh, and you can buy them tomorrow. So no, this afternoon, like I said before, tomorrow. I'm going to see the venue. It's going to be beautiful. They have like 4 to 5 camera point of view, and there is going to be a director directing. So, and me and Daniel, we are working on the show. Actually, I'm going to see Daniel again Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday after my Giada Live, and we are preparing a very nice and touching show. We are friends, of course, as you know, very good friends, and we love to work together. We love to be again on the stage, and we are going to be directed by a musical director, is Jelly Williams of Donnie and Marie Osmond. So we are in very good hands. So make sure that you're going to catch up the show June 26th, 2 show, 1 at noon and 1 at 6 Las Vegas time. Some of you were new today, and so if you've missed any of my show, you can go on giada.live and you can see those 11 weeks and 5 days, or in total 82 days of Giada Live with all of you, friends and family, my circle of love. Yesterday, by the way, Diane also told me a few things. Of course, I've learned that I am a singer. I've learned the word for I am blessed. How beautiful is this? I am blessed. And I'm blessed with all of you. So thank you, Diane, for teaching me these things. I want to thank all the people that are always sending their donation. I see also Lisa. Lisa, she always send me the $1-2 because she has no job and she's taking care of the mom. And I appreciate that donations dearly, very much. I saw also, I saw Lisa Mascari. You also did donate it to me. So thank you, Lisa. Lisa, actually, I haven't seen you in a long time. Do you know that we moved the show on YouTube? So you can see and catch the show normally only on YouTube because we are not allowed to play music on Facebook and sing. So the show is there every day on YouTube. So youtube.com/Giada Valenti. You have to subscribe and make sure that the bell is on. And please also keep sharing with all your friends that may love these, I would say, 45 minutes of positivity with me. Before I leave, do you remember on Saturday, I am a singer, but on Saturday, every Saturday, I cook. This is a sign language for a cook. And last Saturday, I made this delicious, one of my favorite dishes. I made the gnocchi with the shrimps, with lemon and garlic and parsley. And of course, we heard yesterday that was the gnocchi I made. We heard yesterday from Janet Cesar, one of my viewers, that she's a great chef. But for her, the gnocchi was a disaster because she didn't have, she had the ingredients, but she didn't have all the equipment. So she ended up going out and buying the gnocchi and having the shrimp sauce she had made with the gnocchi she bought at the supermarket, which is fine. But I also I received today another picture of Sal and Diane here in Las Vegas, Sal and Diane Fiorentino. They actually made the gnocchi, but they didn't have the shrimp, so they decided to make it, which is another one of my favorite, with pesto. And Sal and Diane shared with me these beautiful pictures. Look at there. There's Sal. Great job. You see, they mashed the potatoes, and then of course they put the dough, like I said, like making a pizza, and then they cut the stripes, and then they cut in pieces, and there we are. They look delicious, and Diane said that they were delicious. Actually, when I was making it, I make them with shrimps because it's fresh, it's summery, and being me from Venice, Italy, I love any kind of fish, and lemon with lemon zest, it was good. But gnocchi, you can make them with any kind of sauce, everything goes. Because the gnocchi are made with potatoes, they're made with eggs, and they're made with flowers. This is sign language for the ingredients. 3 ingredients, amazing ingredients. So potatoes, eggs, and flowers goes well with anything. Yesterday, actually, I made them with ragu. with tomatoes. I was in for red sauce, was Sunday. So yesterday I made it very good. And you know, I told you, actually, I promise you, every day I post on my Instagram. Do we have Instagrammers there too, JJ?
Oh man.
So you guys on Instagram, you know that every day, lunch and dinner, I post these pictures of my lunch idea, and I promised that I wanted to share them also with you. So this is what was my lunch idea of today. I just boiled 2 eggs and I made them with asparagus. So uova sode con gli asparagi. This is what I made today for lunch. And it's not a recipe, of course, because it's very easy to make, and you can make it and you can eat them cold, you can eat them when they are still warm. You put some olive oil, salt, pepper, and even vinegars if you like. So uova sode con gli asparagi lessi, con l'olio d'oliva, il sale, il pepe e un po' di aceto. It's not really a recipe, but it's just like a lunch of a dinner idea. So I will be sharing also every day this lunch idea with you, which is basically my what I have today for lunch. Please keep liking my Facebook page, and please subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. There's a here it is, actually it's my subscribe button. Subscribe. I think in 1 week, last week, we had 200 new subscribers, so please continue to do so, because soon, you know, I'm not going to appear on Facebook, but only on YouTube only, and of course Periscope and Twitch. Tomorrow is going to be Tuesday, and tomorrow I will be joined here in my Giada live by a guest. You know, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, always special guest. If you have missed my special guest, you go on giada.live and you can see the amazing guests that I had in the last 11 and a half weeks. I mention every day some of them because they are dear friends and amazing people. So go on giada.live and scroll down and you can see the amazing people that were my guests, and you will enjoy each and every one of them are friends and positive people. And tomorrow I will be joined by a very dear friend, Filippo Voltaggio. You may not be familiar with him. He lives in Los Angeles, but of course is Italian. I've been in America for 13 years, and I think Filippo and we've been friends for at least 12. We met at the Sergio Franchi Memorial Concert in Connecticut. At the time I was living in New York and he was living in LA. Somehow we just connected, like really a brother and sister from another mother. And my mother, you know, is Carmela, and his mother is Chiara. And I really love his mother. The mother of Filippo, actually, I think she's with me every day watching us. So tomorrow we'll be joined with Filippo. Filippo, of course, is multi-talented person. He's a book writer. He wrote several books. He's a radio host of a very uplifting, beautiful program we'll be talking tomorrow called The Life Changes in Los Angeles. I've been guest, and he's also an amazing singer. We actually did several concerts together. Jeju will show you a picture. That's actually, you can see the friendship among us. This is a concert we did actually a few years back in Long Island. Actually, do you remember the theater in Long Island? Somewhere at the end of Long Island. And it was a night of duets with Filippo. It's you can see we had a beautiful background, some amazing musicians. It was a beautiful night. And you're gonna love Filippo tomorrow if you never heard of him. He has, by the way, a beautiful baritone voice. He speaks very low. He has a beautiful speaking voice. We had last Thursday Katie Garver, which is also a voiceover. And I think Filippo should do and could do much more with his beautiful voice. Actually, he was the voiceover of one of my videos when I did the EPOP in January. He was the one that said, "Ladies and gentlemen." And so he has a beautiful voice. You're going to love. So make sure tomorrow that you tune 2 p.m. My guest is going to be Filippo Voltaggio. You're going to love him. You're going to have a good time. For now, I am done. It's Las Vegas here. It's almost 3 p.m. I'm going to wish you all a fantastic rest of the day. I want to thank you for being with me. Thank you for being with me every day. You make me very, very happy. You are part of my blessing. So I am blessed with all of you. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Ti seguirò sempre. Un abbraccio, sei bravissima, con tutto il cuore. Alessandro Alex Tussani. You're new to me. Alessandro, da dove ci guardi? Sono felice che continuerai a guardarci. Quindi Alessandro ti dico, ci vediamo domani. I'll see you tomorrow. Each and every one of you. Marilyn Fuentes, Denise, oh, so many of you. Michael, Kenny. Thank you guys. I'm gonna be seeing you tomorrow. This is the sign for tomorrow. Same time, same place. We're gonna be happy and positive also domani. Ci vediamo domani. Giada here from Las Vegas. A domani. Un bacio.
Dankeschön, dear old Dankeschön. Thank you for seeing me again. Though I'm here in my solitude, I know you are there, and in my heart I smile again. And so I sing here in my solitude, waiting to see you, same time, same place, and I can't wait to say again, Dankeschön, 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 dear old Auf Wiedersehen. See you tomorrow. A domani.